All right, everybody, hello, welcome back. It is a primetime Saturday here at Minor League Esports. We just watched a fantastic matchup, but we've got even more great Rocket League. And Classy, we're going to see the Puffins and the Express of the Foundation League. And I've got to say, this is probably the match I'm most excited for of the evening.
And why is that?
Well, both of these teams super close in the standings, 15-10. Puffins up against the 16-9 Express. And this series, I mean, moving into week number 7 after this one, a lot is on the line for both of these teams.
Definitely. They actually both could clinch their playoff spots. If they do it correctly, play their cards right, it's going to take 4 wins for the Express tonight to be able to clinch it. And they can lose the rest of them. It's okay. They can sit back and relax. But Puffin's going to need to get all 5. But we've got an extra week. They got a little bit of a leeway because they're both very high-level teams.
Right.
Like you said, ranked 6 and 2. But it's going to be a matchup. And I don't think it's going to go a sweep either way.
No, I would be very surprised if we saw the Puffins 5-0, the Express, or even if we... I mean, I guess I could see the Express 4-1, but it's not... I don't think that's in the cards for us for this evening. But, guys, before we get into that, as promised... let's check out the winner of last week's Play of the Week competition. This is a pretty good one you're going to want to watch.
Playing a safer game. And, you know, I think it's because they realize now that the series truly is on the line. If the Hive drop this, series, what a double from Triple S. That is how you put yourself out in front. A good challenge in the middle, and he doesn't even come back down. He burns a ton of boost on this one, but he gets the read exactly where he needs it. That's got to feel great.
That was pretty. Cortez, he's got some room to work here. He may be able to get this into the mid, trying to get it done himself. It's off the post, he rolls it home. What a crazy play by Cortez. That is likely your Academy League Play of the Week.
I thought for sure once this thing is crossed most of the way in the net, like, oh, this is over. It was a good idea, but he needed to get the pass out. No. He's just delaying the excellence for as long as possible.
Overtime, game 3.
So it's all going to depend on who can avoid the mistakes in these initial first couple seconds. And wow, Cali! Hashtag POTW. Clip it, put it in the Discord. Cali with the excellent read off the backboard drives it in.
All right, everybody. Congratulations to Cali for that fantastic double touch off the back wall, winning Play of the Week. I hope you choose root beer for the flavor that you get shipped to your house, courtesy of Balls Guarana. But, of course, they have wonderful flavors, and you guys can check them out on our website, as mentioned before. But, guys, we have Rocket League to play. Let me show you what map we're playing on. It will be Utopia Coliseum. All right, guys, we are in game number 1 between the Puffins and the Express of the Foundation League. Underway as Tuxedo Marks plays that out of the corner for Monnier, who will put that on net. Big save from Chang Yang. And already some action here. Let's introduce the teams real quickly on your screen. Whoops. There we go. I'm not sure what's going on with the camera there. But on your screen, Monnier and Tuxedo Marks in the light blue of the Puffins. Chang Yang and Kian Estupapa, or Papa as we'll call him, most likely for the rest of the stream, in that purple of the Express. They're underway as Monnier plays that towards the front, and Papa's going to make a save. The Puffins already pushing on offense. They just haven't found the net yet.
Seems like it's them mostly on offense as well. Trying to get back in time hasn't cost them quite yet. But you want to start out this aggressive in a best-of-5 series like this, or just 5 series like this in MLE. Right now, they haven't scored one quite yet. It's been about a minute, but as you can see, the ball is just hanging out in the dark blue corner, which is exactly what they want. Keep that pressure up and eventually score one.
All right, now Papa playing that away from his teammate. This is going to give Monier a chance, but Papa's going to dunk on him there. Now Tuxedo Marks has to play it out of his own corner, and he will. Chang Yang keeping it away. Tuxedo Marks trying to play this one. Now Monier is not going to get the touch he wanted. Another double commit from the Express. They don't seem quite on the same page yet. Has it cost them? Monier's going to go down. Nobody home for that pass as Papa's going to try to turn it around. Looks like both of the teams are really running into some communication issues early.
Yeah, try to set up a passing play or say, hey, I'm going to go for this. We're going to have someone else be back, and then those two don't work out. But since both of them seem to be on that kind of a page, it hasn't cost either of them. And now we're going to hit 2 minutes. No one scored this first goal. Getting first blood in a series means so much. Then one of these teams want to take it lightly.
That ball cleared away. Papa gets it around the defender. It's going to go high off the wall. And this one in mid. Tuxedo Marks has an open net. I don't know what he was waiting for. I think he wanted to try to line that one up, but the Express got back. And now Chang Yang in transition. Looking to make it over top of Marks. Not going to happen. And now Papa's going to rotate back towards the cage. Still, we remain scoreless. 2:15 to go. Now Monier putting them on the board, and the Puffins taking the first goal of the series.
That's just awkward. Chang Yang able to get the save, but he realizes his car is sideways, so whenever you punch that one out, it's going to go right back to the box, top of the key, and Monier always there, able to put a hard one on net. Chang Yang already using his car to get the first one out of the way, and the second man back isn't able to rotate fast enough. Puffins, we see their pressure. It's finally paying off, but the answer comes from Papa. Top 90. Needed to place that well because the defender was coming in hot, and he did just that.
Yeah, great shot from Papa, reading that well off of the touch from Monier. And as you said, he goes top shelf. We're tied up 1-1, 2 minutes to go between the Puffins and the Express. Tuxedo Marks gets that past the defender. He's got an opportunity to play it down to Monier, but Papa's going to make the save. And now Tuxedo Marks has to rotate back. Try to play this one away. Not going to do it, though. Monier can't get there, and Chang Yang put the Express on top.
Able to cut that one near post. That was a good run. Papa popping this one high. And Monier thinking he could wait for it to come to the middle of the net, but instead Chang Yang able to push that near post, get there first, beat out the defender. And Express, that's going to be 2 straight and the lead for them.
1:40 to go, game number 1. Let's see if the Puffins have an answer. Papa towards the net, and they don't. The Express are going to put themselves up even further in the lead, and the Puffins offense started strong, Classy. They had the pressure for the first half of the game or so, but somehow they find themselves down with only 1:35 to go.
It's all about that Express train rolling. Once you get those wheels a churning, ain't much stopping them except for a kickoff goal, I suppose. Tuxedo Marks able to win the 50-50 and then follow it up once more. That one had enough power on it to not be able to be saved since Papa went for the boost. Barely couldn't get there in time, and that's going to mean Puffins are back in and Express wishing they could take that one back because momentum is so crucial. They wanted to keep those scoring, keep getting a few more, and maybe drill them into the ground a bit more as we go into the next few games.
Well, now Chang Yang off the back wall. Monier can't make the play, and he's looking to grab this one. But Tuxedo Marks will keep it away as he's going to go one-on-one with Papa. Papa turning him aside. But Monier will keep it in. This is some good pressure from the Puffins. They got to try to turn this in. That is a great pass for Tuxedo to boom. He was kind of far back, so it doesn't get there quite fast enough to beat the challenge from the Express. But a good idea from the Puffins. Let's see if they can follow this up. Monier almost got the bump onto Changang. He was looking for it, but the Express not out of danger. Monier's here. He's going to play right into his teammate, unfortunately. And now with 40 seconds to go, the Puffins still need one. Papa will kill it into the Puffins corner. Tuxedo Marks with the clear, 30 seconds. That's all that remains in this game number 1. Papa getting challenged by Tuxedo. It's going to fall out in front. Changang can't find him. Monier misses the net. And we're still 1 goal in favor of the Express. Tuxedo Marks puts it in his own corner. Not quite the touch he wanted, as that's going to pop out to Papa. He can't play it very well either, and that's over top of Changang. Here comes the Puffins. They have an opportunity. Monier too high. Here comes Tuxedo Marks. He's going to turn it towards the net, and it's not going to work for him. And the Puffins can't buy themselves the tying goal, as that's going to do it for game number 1.
Critical ending. Holy smokes. Express looked like they had momentum and everything going midway through that game, getting 3 unanswered, going up by 2. And then all of a sudden, that kickoff goal seemed to just switch something. Puffins realizing they could get back into it. Express falling back maybe just a little bit. But it seems like Puffins were playing there at the end like they were at the beginning. Just all that pressure. But in this case, none of them went in. We see so many opportunities. Marin not able to get to that one that came right across the net and then playing it high as well. It's not that they're without shots. They just need to be on net, or Express needs to just get out of the way, because that was close, but definitely not by lack of effort.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, if we look at the shots, it was double the amount of shots the Puffins had to the Express, 8-4. But still only 2 goals to the Express 3. And yeah, it just seemed like they had the opportunities. The Puffins had more goal-scoring opportunities than the Express. They just couldn't find they couldn't find that last touch on net to give them the goals.
Unfortunately, that touch is the most crucial one, as well as we see the 3 beats the 2, and Express, unsurprisingly I'd say, but these 2 teams are close, takes the first game of the series. It could sway either way. That one was a 1-goal deficit. What's this one going to be? I'd say just as close, but let's see if Puffins can maybe clean up their finishes just a bit and score a few more on the board.
So it is important to note that with the Puffins dropping that game, they can't clinch their playoff berth quite yet. They will have to wait until next week to do so. But it's still alive for the Express. If they can win 3 more, they will be heading to the playoffs this season as we are underway. Game number 2. Papa already trying to look for the touch to get past Tuxedo Marks. Can't quite find it, and we are 10 seconds in to this one. Oh, Changang, beautiful play. He'll find the first one for the Express.
He's able to get his car flat and recover very quickly after this flip, using the boost even while in the air, and beats out the defender. I don't think the last Puffins back was ready for him to be able to pop it that quickly, and the speed of the ball is going to make the difference, as Express being unfazed by the last minute of that last game and scoring first in the first 15.
1-0 in favor of the Express. Let's see if they can keep the train rolling, if you will. Done good thus far, but it is quite a long series. Only played 1 game, and the Puffins looked pretty good throughout that game. I would not be surprised if the Puffins could take this one. And Changang's going to get demoed by Tuxedo Marks, and that is how Monier is going to be able to score.
That's what made it, but it was mainly Monier reading Papa, saying, hey, he's going to go for the infield pass. Let me cut him off, recognizing that great awareness. And obviously that demo is what made it. He's able to carry that one to an open net. Puffins find an opportunity. Don't miss this time. Monier gets a little bit revenge in this case and ties it up for his team. A little bit faster scoring in this game than the last one.
Yeah, absolutely. We already see 2 goals in the first minute as Tuxedo Marks. I don't know if he meant to fake that out, but that was a beautiful fake. Papa, however, getting back just in time to keep the ball out of the net. Now Changang playing this one. Papa trying to challenge Monier, but it's going to stay in the Express zone. Good shot from Tuxedo Marks, but just off the mark. A little too high, as now Changang looks to put that one towards the Puffins goal. Not going to happen. Now Papa keeping the pressure on. It's going to fall down right in front of Monier. He will make the play. Tuxedo Marks is there. Can he get the redirect? It's going to go towards the cage, and a great goal for the Puffins.
That was great awareness. Tuxedo Marks with the cherry pick and play and the clear from Monier going right to him, realizing I have to make this touch accurate and powerful, and of course, Marks doesn't mix the marks. Puffin goes up by 1.
2-1, 3:30. As Chang Yang wants to try to tie this one up. Papa gonna get rejected there by Monier. He's trying to make it back. Tuxedo Marks wants to add to their lead. This one's gonna pop up for Papa to clear away. And danger for the Puffins. Papa finding an open goal. I'm not sure what broke down in the defense. Can you tell me, Classy?
That last defender decided to go rotate around to get the side boost instead of going all the way back to his corner. That extra bit of rotation caused the time that Papa needed to be able to have that bounce off the side wall and shoot it. There was no one in net to be able to defend it. It was just a hair too fast thinking, hey, I got the time to go get this side boost. In reality, there's a corner boost right back there. It's going to cost him a goal and then the lead as well. As Express tie it up. Going back and forth here in game 2.
Now Papa. 2-2. 2:50 to go. Chang Yang doing some acrobatics in the corner there. I'm so glad the director cam caught that. I don't know what he was doing, but it was pretty cool. As now Monier is going to play that into the corner, and some bullying going on in front of the cage from Tuxedo Marks. Got bumps and demos onto both players, but unfortunately Monier couldn't put it in the open net. Now Tuxedo Marks playing it into Papa. Papa down the field, and they'll grab that corner boost. It's going to go right out in front. Here comes Chang Yang, and the Express put themselves back on top.
Yeah, that was a high lofting pass. Papa able to steal the corner boost. And Papa past the defender, trying to block it on the side wall. Chang Yang there, and the accuracy is there as well. Puts it top shelf. Well done, Express, getting the lead once again.
2-3, Express up a goal, 2:15 to go. As the competing chants of Puffins and Express go on in chat. I'm loving that. That's hilarious. Keep it up, guys. This game has Game 5 tied up 2-2 written all over it, I think, Classy. And honestly, it's on the Puffins to take these games away from the Express, but they're looking good for how close this series has been.
Yeah, they're definitely not without opportunities. We've seen it. And we've still got 2 minutes left. 5-goal score, definitely high scoring.
Oh, wow.
High-powered offense. Wait, this just goes in, not even off the backboard.
What a great shot, Papa. Turning around, I mean, I thought that was Papa. I guess I thought wrong. Chang Yang instead turning around and just a little pop up into the air, and that is how they scored their 4th. 4-2 now for the Express. Minute 35 to go. And now it's on the Puffins. They've got to score 2. They have time. Certainly have time. But they haven't looked as sharp in this second game on offense. Haven't really found the pressure as Papa almost gets the bump on Tuxedo Marks. But it was saved away by him. Trying to go over Chang Yang. Goes around him instead. But Papa clearing it all the way down the pitch for Monier to clear away. Papa, can he put this one in? Oh, it's off the post! That would have been, I think, the game killer if he could have put that home, but the Puffins still have a chance with only 2 goals they need to score.
Puffins thinking they're lucky stars. That was an unlucky clear into the corner, but Chang Yang says, I want another opportunity. I'm going to go bar down on this one. All the way from midfield as well. We see last defender net saying, I could get up for this, but no, it's too high, too accurate. Tuxedo can't do anything about it. That might just be the dagger, which gets the 2nd win for Express in this best of 5.
5-2. And the ball's still in Puffin's corner. I don't know what is what? That's the 2nd time that we've seen Chang Yang just jumping and flipping randomly in mid. I don't know what he's trying to do, if he's trying to reposition his car or he's going for like a half flip and can't figure it out. But I love it every time. It's like a good luck charm for him. As this one might even find its way in. So close. Tuxedo Marks able to clear it away. But with 20 seconds to go, I mean, this one's just about done.
Yeah, 14 seconds. You can't score. Well, you can't score. I'm not going to say anything about this because anything's possible in Rocket League, of course. But the way Express has been playing, we know they're going to seal this one out. Keep strong for just a few more seconds. But you mentioned it. It was a little bit weird by Chang Yang, but I'm going to say that that's coming from the confidence from Express. They're going up there. They're making these plays happen. And whenever you're just kind of messing around on defense, waiting for the ball to come to you, you're feeling good, right? You're in the groove. And you want to go try for more of those things. And we see Chang Yang scored 4 in this. You know he's feeling it.
Yeah,
4 goals, 5 shots. That ratio is insane.
Hey, I mean, we're not hating on him. Certainly not. Certainly not hating on Chang and his antics in the corner. I mean, it's worked out for him. He's, as you said, Classy, he's got 4 goals in this game. A beautifully played game from him. And this time, a little bit more lopsided in favor of the Express. Definitely, when we look at the shots, 10 shots to the 3 of the Puffins. A much more one-sided game. But still, even though the Express had a large majority of the offense, it didn't feel like the Puffins were out of it. What can they do to get themselves back in the series a little bit?
Well, I wouldn't say that the whole game was necessarily lopsided. About halfway through, it was very close, tied up 2-2.
Right.
And Express able to get that barely when we thought it would end on a close 3-2. And Express was able to finish out really strong. But we talk about this all the time. In order to win a game, you gotta start strong, finish strong, and then just survive through the middle. And it seems like that's what Express is doing. And Puffins can start strong. We've seen them end strong as well, but they're not surviving through the middle where Express is really hammering them and getting those goals.
Well, we'll see if they can change it up as we approach game time for this 3rd game. Papa and Chang Yang doing all they can to try to solidify their spot in the playoffs. They've started strong here in this series. Before the Puffins, they certainly want to start to pull this one back. I know that they are capable of playing to this level that we expect from them. And honestly, I wouldn't put a reverse sweep out of contention for these teams. It's going to be difficult for the Puffins against this Express team, certainly. But I wouldn't be totally shocked if we see it.
Oh no, they just got to start feeling it. You know, Express has found it, but Puffins, we know, has had many chances. And if they can correlate that into one full game, maybe that's going to be the turning point for them. If they want the reverse sweep, they're going to have to start now, though. So in there, they're down by 2, but each of these games have been fairly close. And just those, though, opportunities in Express. Eventually, one of these is going to go in, and Puffins need to have an answer for it.
Yeah, the first goal of this game is going to be very important for the Puffins. They need to find that one, give themselves the lead to play off of. Don't want to be playing from behind, especially when you're trying for these sweeps. Start taking more and more risks as the time winds down, and it leads to more goals from your opponents. If we can see them play with the lead, that would be preferable, but we are about 1:20 seconds old. No score yet. Tuxedo Mark's going to play that one over top of Papa. Chang Yang clearing it into the corner. Papa turning. Won't find the touch. Now Monnier. Oh, he had an opportunity, but he overshoots the ball as well. That's going to give Chang Yang a chance to try to get this one out. Monnier trying to play with a bit more speed, I think, right now, which is good. We want to see them up the speed a little bit, but on top of speed, you have to have control. Playing with too much speed but no control, it's not going to work.
Right, we see, I do recognize that speed coming from both players in Puffins, but you try to go for the ball, sure, you get there first, but whenever they get to it with that speed, they're not doing anything with it. They're throwing shots on net, and then just like that, Chang Yang able to come and save it. They're not slowing it down, maybe maintaining possession a little bit more, and that speed should come with control, like you said. So far, it hasn't cost them yet. Still 0-0.
No, it hasn't. And Chang Yang turning away. Tuxedo Mark's there as Monnier. Look at the bump. Papa, ooh, he just overshoots that one. We are at halftime, 0-0 between these teams, game 3. Tuxedo Marks challenging Papa will find its way into the Express corner. Monnier. Oh, good play from him. He's going to get around the defender. He's only got Chang Yang to beat. Gets the touch off the post. Tuxedo Marks, awkward angle, but it goes in off the touch from, I believe that was Chang Yang. No, it wasn't Chang Yang. teammate, unfortunately. Papa putting that in his own net. I mean, he had to go for that, right? He had to try to play it. It's unfortunate he couldn't clear it away.
He did. Marks was there to follow it up. Monier, great center, able to pop it up slow, but still in the net, or in the box, able to get shot at net. And Marks, you knew the pressure was there. Papa was sensing it, and he said, I got to make a touch on it, try to hit up the backboard. Didn't work out, but the juke plays by Marks says, hey, you got the first goal, so I'm going to make this one count. Mechanical plays, Papa. Axle's broken.
And you can see him winding up that juke. I always love when we watch those kind of plays. You can see him turn away from the ball, and he just cuts in right at the last second, gets it around the defender. That was a wonderful goal there by the Puffins attacker. Tuxedo Marks. So now 2-0 for the Puffins. This is good. A great way to start this game number 3 and potentially start on the path of the reverse sweep. They've got to be careful, though. They do not want to give up a goal quickly here. If they can play this down into like the final 45 seconds or so, staying up 2-0, they have a pretty good chance of taking this game.
Definitely, and with a minute 20 left and they're up by 2, they're still looking very confident, very good, and they're playing just like it. It seemed like it took about 3 minutes for this stuff to happen, but right now it's working out for them.
Tuxedo Marks clearing it away. Papa popping it up. It's going to come right down in front for Chang Yang, but a good save from Monier. Papa following it up again. That's off the post. Now with 55 seconds to go, can they put a third one in? No, Papa's there to clear it away. Chang Yang opting to let Monier take an open shot, but he misses that wide. And now 47 seconds to go. Chang Yang one-on-one. It's going to go wide for Monier. Actually, he whiffs that one. Papa towards the net. Tuxedo Marks there, however, to steer that one away. 35 seconds to go. If the Puffins can put one more in, that'll just about do it. It's going to pop up in front for Monier, and the bouncer will secure game number 3.
That's the nail in the coffin right there. Marks, great center, popping it high, and then Papa backwards. Not a whole lot he can do. Monier still getting it past the second defender and net. Great team play, the pass and the shot, and seems like Puffins finally figuring out, not just surviving, but thriving through the middle and now the end. And there's a fourth.
There is indeed a fourth off of the kickoff. Tuxedo Marks seizing the opportunity there. Not going to really matter. I mean, of course, they all matter. Goal differential, of course, always an important issue as we get down to the end of the season. But more importantly than the goal differential right now, the Puffins taking game number 3. They're not out of the series yet. And Tuxedo Marks is going to give one back. Just a little bit of a mistake there. I think he could have had the angle. He just went up a bit too early.
Setting up Brazil. That's what it is.
Well, hey, if they can pull out of Brazil 4-1 with only 20 seconds to go, it'll probably be one of the best Brazils I think I've ever seen.
Express is just gonna forfeit automatically.
Well, we saw one last night. We haven't quite seen one so far tonight. It doesn't look like it's going to happen in this game. So we are going to move into game number 4. The Puffins winning their first of the series. Will be a 2-1 advantage for the Express as that ball is going to touch, and the Puffins secure their victory. So good game from them. Certainly turned it around from that second game. It was heavily in the Express favor in game 2, but the Puffins, showing their resilience and saying that they're not a team to be trifled with, if you will.
Yeah, it seemed like they turned it around. They got it seemed closer in the second game than it actually was. Express able to take it away from them. And Puffins, I think this is a great turnaround for them. They need to keep this momentum going, but it's a totally different team than I've been seeing the past few games. Not only making it close, but they totally blew them out. Express almost with the undefeated, what was it? 0 goals for Express, but that last one, obviously. Bit of an own goal. But Puffins, that 4-1 is going to be confidence for the rest of the next few games. And if they can transfer that, we've been talking about what they need to change to start this reverse sweep. Get these games, as we talked about at the beginning, playoff contention and clutching that spot. in the playoffs is crucial in these last 2 weeks. And Express, they said, hey, we need to get those 4 games, try to clutch it in just week 6. So we don't have to worry about week 7. And Puffins has something to say about that.
Yep, they certainly do. I think both of these teams, you know, I don't want to, of course, don't want to curse them towards the end of the season. But both of these teams, I mean, you've got to say they both look good. They both are kind of on equal footing. And I would not be surprised to see both of them competing in the playoffs that will be upcoming in just a couple of weeks. But for the Express, they have a chance to officially clinch a playoff spot if they can win the next 2 matches. We'll see if they can pull it out. Nothing. 30 seconds gone. Game number 4 as that ball's going to pop out for Papa. Good save from Monir. Now this is going to give Tuxedo Marks a chance. That one's just a slow roller towards the net. The Express getting back just in the nick of time to keep it out.
That was dangerous. Express saw an opening on offense, and they committed so hard for it, it almost cost them. Puffins able to read that and get a counterattack going. That's the change of the game. Change of the team. We've seen Puffins in these last few games and exactly what they needed. See if we can tie this up and go to a game 5 square, even at 2-2. But right now, it's a stalemate in the first minute.
Well, minute gone by, as you said. We are deadlocked at 0. I have a feeling that will change relatively shortly, but we will just have to see as Tuxedo Marks gonna get challenged. Monir can't find the touch, and Tuxedo Marks has to rotate back quickly. Chang'an can't put it towards the net either. So now it looks like it will just reside in the Puffins corner for now. Chang'an, ooh, good little pinch over top of Monir, but it still is in mid, and here comes Papa. Where was Monir going on that play? Chang'an's just gonna put it in. And I'm not sure what happened to the Puffins defense right there.
They're expecting Papa probably to take this one on his own, but Munir, instead of staying grounded, waiting for this follow-up by Chang, decides to go up and challenge it just like his teammate did. That double commit costs you every time because Papa's able to pop it over, and Chang Yang's exactly where it needs to be. Powerful shot right on net. Both defenders out of it, so that's going to be open for them. And Express coming right back out, finally get some momentum of their own.
I'm just kind of confused. Maybe Monir, like, it looked like he wanted to go for it, and then he was unsure and just never boosted. Like, it was just an awkward little play. But, you know, that's a thing that a lot of players, they don't have that kind of will to just commit, you know? If you're going to go for it, you have to go. You can't just wait and hope. Or you know, you can't change your mind when you're halfway into the air trying to challenge the ball and you're the last guy back. You just have to go for it. If you make that early decision, it's got to be done, and Tuxedo Marks is going to put his team on the board.
Super crucial goal right here. Midway point, Papa not getting the clear that he wants, and Marks pushing that one. The pressure relentless, and Puffins, a whole new team, like we said. Express seemed like they had a bit of hope. Maybe take this next game. The Puffins tying it up at midway, see if they can get a few more on the board and tie this series up.
1-1, 2:20 to go. Monir towards the net. Tuxedo Marks bouncer right over top of Chang'an. That was a nifty little shot.
It was. He had to read this off the backboard too. I mean, when it would hit the ground, and then seeing Chang'an was there, so he had to get it over top of him, turning his car so his nose hit it into the ground. Great mechanical play there. Munir setting that up, of course. That'll be the second one. Second one unanswered, too. Just bang, bang in the first 15 seconds or succession. And Puffins have the lead once again.
They're looking to tie up this series. While we have a moment, I do just want to remind you that if you do see a clip you think is worthy of play of the week, make sure to clip that. Send it to us in the MLE Discord or on Twitter. Use the hashtag MLEPOTW to submit that. The winner of Play of the Week will receive a free case of Balls Guarana. Please do send in your clips if you see something clip worthy. But we are minute 35 to go in this game. 2-1 for the Puffins. That's going to go underneath Papa. And nobody home. The Puffins up by 2.
Manir going low with this one, seeing Papa pre-jumps. I'm going to take this right under you. Of course, Chang Yang unfortunately missed the corner boost, had to go back and get it, which means there's no one home. That one go on net and into the back of it. That's the third one, and now Puffin seems to be running away with it.
Minute 20 is all the Express have, and if they are unable to score these 2 goals, we were in a very similar situation last game. It didn't quite work out for the Express. If they can change it, you might see overtime, but if not, then we are going to be heading into game 5. That one out in front. Tuxedo Mark's going to put a 3rd goal in between these teams, and I think that's going to do it for this game.
There's the hat trick. Yang Chang not getting the touch he wanted, coming right out the side perfectly for Marks to put a shot on net. And that one, accuracy was key because he knew that defender was rotating at the top. Powerful and top shelf. Bar down. And a minute left. I don't want to jinx anything, but that one, I was going to say might seal it, but now it's a 2-goal game with only a minute left. It's definitely possible for Express to take this one back.
Good touch there from Chang Yang off the wall. Just gets there in time. Those are the ones that you dream of when you boosting all the way around the wall. Just get there in time. It goes directly in the net. And now they're only down by 2. Chang trying to challenge Tuxedo Marks there. They have time. 50 seconds is plenty of time. They can't afford to give up another one as Monir. That was not even close to the goal. I don't know. Maybe he's just trying to waste some time. Didn't think that he could score that one with a guy in the net. And now 36 seconds to go. It's going to come out in front for Monir's shot. Chang ain't going to reject him there. And now the ball will find its way into the Puffins' half. Express, if they can score on this possession. Doesn't look like it, though. Tuxedo Marks towards the net. Chang Yang has to cut across. Now there's only 20 seconds to go. Monir looking to step up on this. We'll get a good 50, but Papa's there to put it in the Puffin zone for Tuxedo Marks to boom all the way back down, and that's going to waste a lot of time. Now only 10 seconds off the post from Tuxedo Marks, but the Puffins are clinical right now, Classy, showing us the exact way you end a game.
Just like that, Tuxedo Marks, right as you say it, end the game on an exclamation point. All this pressure from Express, not only holding strong, but going all the way down. The 0-second goal, making it 5-2, commanding win. Just like the previous one we saw, it's almost like Puffins is a different team at this point. They lose the first 2, you think their morale is so low, and then here they come back, tying the series up. We're going to game 5, tied up 2-2, when at first the Express, number 2 seed, thought they had it in the bag. Playoffs seed can't be clinched for them this week. They're going to have to wait till next week, but Puffins keeping that hope alive, hoping to stay in contention for it as we go into the last game. But this one's going to mean so much to who wins this game, and then who has to win just a few less in the next one.
Yeah, as you said, unfortunately for the Express, not going to be able to celebrate a clinch in the playoffs this week. We'll have to wait until next week to clinch their playoff berth. Although I'm not entirely sure. I mean, I guess it kind of depends on what the other teams do as well. If somebody has an off week, they might still clinch this week. But I'm not, to be honest, I'm not completely savvy. There are a lot of leagues, a lot of divisions, and a lot of teams. It's hard to keep up with all of that from an outsider perspective. But this series has been wonderful. The Puffins dropping the first 2, come back strong in the last 2 games. And you know, I got to say, just based on those previous 2 performances from the Puffins, I've got to give them the advantage going into Game 5.
Oh, definitely. The ball is rolling. The Express train hasn't quite started yet. We saw at the beginning, and then here we are. Puffins seem to be the one wielding the hammer right now. And you called it at the beginning. Say, I would not be surprised if we went to Game 5 tied up in the series, and here we are. Very entertaining games so far.
We are getting into this one, and oh no, not again. Oh, twice in one night. Looks like Tuxedo Marks unfortunately did disconnect, so we are going to go ahead and restart the server for you guys. That's unfortunate. And I don't think we've had that happen on stream once yet this season. And it's happened twice in 1 week. In one stream, not even 2 different streams, just twice in 1 week. One stream. Jeez.
Packet loss, man. I tell you, it's the
True.
devil's bane.
But that's okay. We are going to get everybody back into the server, get everything ready to go, because we want to see the conclusion of this wonderful series.
It had to be close. You know, it had to have the air right at Game 5. Is the reverse sweep going to happen? Is Express going to be able to rally back, right? Who knows? You know?
Yeah, I'm not sure.
It's really planned, actually, like secretly.
It's the script. Don't leak the script.
Scripted. We're building up tension right now. The players are like sweating, you know. They're so ready, man. I'm ready. I don't know about you.
Oh, absolutely. I can't wait to see how this series concludes. It could go either way, of course. We talked about the performance from the Puffins in the last 2 games. Again, got to give them the edge here, but we are just about underway. The teams have joined the server. They're joining in now, guys. I hope you are ready for the conclusion of this series between the Puffins and the Express. It all comes down to this game. We are underway, and this first goal is so important. As Tuxedo Marks tries to make that happen for his team. That's a double commit. But Tuxedo Marks trying to keep it away from Chang Yang. He will be able to do so. So it's a close call early on for the Express. As Monier playing it out of the corner towards the net. Papa and Chang Yang doubling up. There's Tuxedo Marks. High off the back wall. Papa out for Monier. Chang Yang back down, and close calls early on. Teams starting to flesh out their rotation, and I would not be surprised if this was a very defensive game of Rocket League.
Yeah, right at the beginning, I wanted to know, hey, is it going to be both teams play conservative or one's going to go like super aggressive? And we can clearly see Puffins. That's the team that started doing this. We saw a double commit right at the beginning. Didn't quite cost him. That might cost him a little bit later, but if this pressure keeps up and they can get the first goal out of it, that's going to make the difference, and they know it.
3:45. Chang Yang towards the net. It's going to... Nope, doesn't funnel down, actually. Comes directly off the back wall for Papa. Try to play this one. Chang Yang not in a position, opting to go for the boost. As now Papa's got to make a play. Good touch from him to keep that away from Monier, and the pressure remains in the Puffin zone. Not the greatest play. I would like to see some more infield passing from these teams. We've seen the back wall used time and time again. The back wall defense has been quite good, but Tuxedo Marks, what a save from Papa coming from nowhere to keep us scoreless. As now Chang Yang gets around Monier, but that one won't find its way in. And Tuxedo Marks going to clear it away. Papa won't get that touch in transition. Here come the Puffins. Although Monier did just go down, it's only Tuxedo Marks. Can he make it work? Papa's going to whiff on that one. But Chang Yang able to collect his thoughts and the ball as well. As now with about 2:45 to go, still no score.
It's been so tense, both of these, because they're trying their best, and we saw Papa just come out of nowhere with that one save, even off screen. Given it they're all every boost, but those demos opening it up means so much. But that one, of all of them to go in, that was a long shot all the way from and lobbing but powerful from his own corner. My goodness. I don't think Express was expecting a shot of that magnitude in Papa, even though it got the hood of his car on it. Couldn't redirect it out. That's going to be Puffins. That aggression paying off to get the first blood.
Halfway gone. Puffins' first goal, only goal of this game. As that's a double commit from the Puffins defense. They've got to keep it away from the front of their net. They do a good job. They started the double commit and they finished with the double commit, and it worked out for them on defense. Throwing themselves at the ball to keep it away from the front of the net. But so far the Express haven't quite cracked this defensive shell from the Puffins. It's going to play right to Chang Yang, but he can't quite get the touch that he was looking for. Papa will support him, though, and play it back into the Puffins' corner. Minute 50 remains, game number 5. Which of these teams will earn themselves the series victory? Monier playing that away from Chang Yang. Wants to push it down. The Puffins, wow, that is a fantastic flick. Tuxedo Marks almost capitalizing on that, and Monier's got to hustle back. He's going to miss that one, and it's going to go in. Some shaky stuff from Monier.
Papa able to get the clear and put it on net, and then you see Marks. He's coming back, or rather Munir, coming back trying to get the clear out, but he didn't have any boost. He knew he only had 12 in the tank at that point. Panicking sets in. Puffins let one in. That's going to mean they have to score at least one more if they want to take this win. Aggression can't stop for either one of these teams. Because out of all the games, this is the one that matters most.
Changyang trying to get over top of Marks. It's not going to happen. As Papa rejecting Monir there. Tuxedo Marks backing up with this ball. Changyang off the back wall. That's a bit dangerous. They've got to be careful. They don't want to get caught out here. Good play from Marks to get it over top of the defender. Now it's Papa's turn, but Marks is still here. He's going off the back wall, looking for the pass across. No follow-up from his teammate in Monir, so we remain tied 1-1. 50 seconds to go. Great dunk there from Papa, but Changyang can't find it, and that's a double commit. Tuxedo Marks has an open net. Can't quite get the touch he wants, but Papa can't either. Changyang coming all the way back, and a super close call for the Express.
Changyang had a bail teammate out there, but look at this. More shots on net. Every single one is accurate, which means Express needs to make the save, clear it out, or use one of their rotations to throw their car outside of it. And that's going to make Puffins just hammer it right back into the blue half. They're playing Rocket League right now. At their best, we've seen them all series. We might go into overtime in these last 10 seconds.
Well, Tuxedo Marks doesn't want overtime. He's playing that towards Papa, but he does make the save. And with the final 4 seconds ticking down off the clock, it is very possible the ball's going to remain in the air. Monier's here to try to make this play. Won't get it over top of Papa, and we are into overtime. Game 5, 2-2 is the series score. Next goal is the golden goal for the series. Which team can pull it out? Papa's going to get an early opportunity. Tuxedo Marks will be able to reject him there. We'll end up in Puffin's corner, and this is a very, very tense situation for both of these teams. Neither one want to drop this series. That one's towards the net, and it's in! The Express, the little engine that could, avoid the reverse sweep and win the series 3-2.
And that's just Papa getting the 50-50, flipping in the right direction. If we look at these stats, he's put his team on his back for this one. 5 shots and the 2 goals that actually mattered. Very close and not a total blowout like we've seen from the other 4. Both of these teams giving the respect due to the other one and taking it into Game 5 overtime. You know I always like to see it. Gotta love making it interesting. But Express taking the win, stealing the reverse sweep from the Puffins. Heartbreaker for them, which means Express only needs 1 more out of the next 5 wins in Week 7 to clinch their playoffs. Puffins have us an uphill battle at this point, but still possibility. But regardless, that was an amazing series, Hunted.
That was a wonderful series. Such a back and forth battle. The first 2 games getting picked up by the Express. It looked like they were a runaway train, if you will, early on in that series. But the Puffins battled back, showed their resilience, took it all the way to the 5th game overtime. Almost so close did we see the reverse sweep from them. They just couldn't finish it out. This was a fantastic series, and I can only hope that the final series comes anywhere close to this one tonight.
Well, we hope it does, because this is 2 high-level teams, especially in the Foundations League, 2 and 6, and those rankings are going to switch around just a bit. But it was close, which means they're going to stay right about at the same, and these games meaning so much right here at the end. We love to see these close games, close series, bringing it down to the wire, of course,
Sure.
And tying it up. Man, I love MLE.
Yeah, you do get that feeling after these series, certainly. But guys, that's not all of the Rocket League we have for you tonight. We will have one final series for the weekend. It will be Champion League Rhinos versus Knights. That should be another wonderful series. Again, 2 teams that are very close in the standings. The Knights coming into this 15-10, and for the Rhinos, they will be 14-11. So super, super close. That should be a juicy matchup. Before we head to break, I do want to just take a little bit of time to tell you about our sponsor in Power A. If you don't know about Power A, they make controllers, headsets, and power accessories for the PC and Xbox. If you're in the market for a new controller for PC or Xbox One, you need to check out their officially licensed wired enhanced controller. Besides the incredibly accurate analog sticks and buttons, the controllers have a no-slip surface, and they come in some amazing colors and variety. Check them out right now. Go to our website, mlesports.gg/recommends/PowerA, and do yourself a favor. Pick one up. You can get them online. You can get them at Walmart, Best Buy, Target. And you need to go get yourself one of these. But if you decide that you're kind of on the fence, PowerA will be sponsoring our playoffs this year. Every single night of the playoffs, one lucky Twitch user will be chosen to receive a free PowerA controller. So make sure you are here during every single night of the playoffs for your chance to win one of those fantastic controllers. But we're going to take a short break. We'll be right back to bring you the final series of the weekend here on Minor League Esports. Please don't go anywhere.